Good morning, y'all. Listen, so many of you have asked me to make biscuits with butter one time and let you see it. And I will. I fix it, do. And then some people have even asked me stuff like, they'll say, I can't find buttermilk. Well, so today I'm going to make, this was cold butter. It wasn't frozen, but it was cold. I'm going to make biscuits with sweet milk, which is whole milk, and butter. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. I'm doing the whole thing right here. It'd probably grade better if it was frozen. But I don't like to use frozen butter in mine. We're going to do it the same way. It's just you're using different ingredients. All right, this is White Lily Self-Rising Flour. That means you don't have to put a thing in it. I made me a bird nest right here by taking the back of my hand and making a hole in it, just like your granny did. I'm going to throw this butter in here. And I'm going to get my sweet milk right here. You don't have to shake it up like you do buttermilk. And I'm just going to pour some in. And how much am I pouring in? I have no idea. I'm going to start with about a half a cup or cup. There's a cup. And I'm going to work this butter into that cold, cold milk and make me a dough ball. Like this. I'm going to pull in just a little bit of flour as I go. And you'll notice that the flour is completely dry. Let's get you up here where you really see. You don't need to see me. You just need to see in the bowl, don't you? There we go. All right, here we go. Just take your hands, and you don't really take your hand out of there, and you shouldn't have stuff way up here. Just your fingers is all that needs to be done. And you're going to mix that in like that, okay? What I like to do, actually, is make my biscuit with some kind of grease, and then I open my biscuit and put butter in it. But with this way, I guess you don't have to do either one, do you? You just kind of... All right, it's making. See, there's a hunk of butter right there. I'm going to squish it up. All right, we're just about there, y'all. I've got my oven set on 500 degrees. Now, here's the reason for that. Let me look at you while I'm telling you this. If you cook your biscuits on a low temperature, it's going to take them a long time to cook. And as they're cooking, they're going to dry out. So cook them fast, and then they'll do so much better, okay? All right, I think that's about it. I might put a little bit more milk. I want a little more than that. There we go. Don't want to work it too long. All right. I think that's got it. That made a big old pile of dough. Somebody told me the other day that they made up their biscuits and they cut them out and everything and froze them on a cookie sheet. And then when they were frozen, they put them in a bag. And they told me that it was just like making them fresh. They said they were so good. And I thought, well, boy, that's nice. If you had a bunch of people come in, or it was a holiday or something like... I'm cleaning my cabinet off here. That would be good, wouldn't it? All right, so here's what you do. You put a little bit of flour on your surface that you're going to do. Not much, but some. Take your dough ball out. Like that. And clean off your fingers. Like that. Now I'm going to wash my hands. Now that my hands are clean, I'm going to dirty them up. I'm going to put some flour on them. But that this won't be sticky. All right, now I've got my little biscuit cutter out here, right here. That's just an old can. And I am going to pat my biscuits down like that. And there you go. Now flatten them out. Get a little more flour on my hand because it won't stick to me. I like to do mine about, I guess, about a ½ inch. You know, I know y'all have noticed that I don't have pretty fingernails and stuff like that. Well, my fingernails and my hair grow extremely fast. And so with the work that I do with cooking, I get the clippers and I clip them off totally. There you go. Just put them on I've got a greased pan right here. I cut mine real short. And the reason I do that is because of the work that I do. I work out in the yard, I work in the kitchen. I can't have long fingernails. Well, my girlfriends and I were going to go on a trip together. And they all have pretty nails. All three of them. They just have these long, beautiful nails. And they're polished. And they look so good. So I said, I'm gonna grow me some. Because I knew mine would grow fast. So anyway, I did. And they look good. And I polished them. And I did what I was going to do to look like they looked. And they like to have driven me crazy, those long nails. I couldn't do anything. I was constantly having to clean them and do all this stuff. And so finally I said, this is not for me. And so I just quit. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 500 degrees. And let's do it. We can get one right here. That's 8. So that's 16. And I've got room for one more, I think. Let me put him right in here. All right. And this dough right here, just save it. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and freeze some like that lady was talking about that she did. She freezes hers. And here they are. We're going to put them in the oven on 500 degrees, and I'm going to show you how they look good they look. All right, y'all, our biscuits are ready. I want you to see them. Let me put you down a little bit so you can see me right here. All right, now then, let's get them out. I'm going to show y'all what you do when you get them out now. Here they are. So don't panic if you can't find buttermilk. And don't panic if you can't find the grease you want to use. You can always just use butter. And see, they turned out real pretty. So when you're taking them somewhere, like I fixed to do, cover them with a clean cloth. Do not cover them with foil because they'll sweat. So all you want to do is this. Just lay your cloth over it like that, a clean cloth, and get you some hot pads and put one on each end like this and go with it. That's how you do it. Y'all have a good day and make yourself a biscuit. My goodness, you don't need to go to heaven without knowing how to make a biscuit. Make a biscuit.